popular as it is, VP Chwenga is reportedly snubbed to shake the hands of Opam Chinguri. And other people are saying not only Opam Chinguri, but again, the Minister of State for Harare Metropolitan Province. But others believe that he did shake the hands of the minister. So this is something which we need to look at and understand the meaning of such act. Why is it that VP Chwenga didn't bother to shake hands with Opa Muchinguri? So politically, it is a signal. And this is the footage, as you can see right there on the screen. He passed through Opam Chinguri, and probably he didn't shake hands to the minister as intended, but rather he went to another person. So we are going to make the video come much slower so that you can actually see what really happened. And then we ask these persons, did he, snub Opam Chinguri, or it was not necessary since they were together? So look, Opa is extending her hand right there, and the general passes through, and it seems as if he's going to the Minister of State for Harare Metropolitan Province, but he didn't stay there even to stop. He went behind the Minister of State of Harare Province. What it means is he was sending a message to Jugananda, which Opam Chinguri and the Minister of State for Harare Metropolitan Province both belong to. They are believed to belong to that camp. So it was a message. The speed of the VP, it tells a lot. He then goes to someone who was standing behind, and then he had to greet that person, something which is quite different and unusual. But what we need to understand is, if this really happened, I don't think that it was personal. It's a message which was being sent. At a certain point in time, Robert Mugabe was supposed to shake hands with the then Simon Kaya-Moyo at the late. And Robert Mugabe didn't bother to stretch out his hand or to even shake hands with Simon Kaya-Moyo. It was humiliation. It was embarrassment. But it was a very, very strong messaging which was being sent right there. So, in my view, if this indeed happened, the message was so clear but simple. Atijigidzane. Opam Chinguri is the defense minister. So as the defense minister, she is the one who is responsible for the welfare of the comrades. So if she is responsible for the welfare of the comrades, and the comrades are dying like whatever which is happening right now, she was expected to be one of the vocal people to be speaking. Is it because the health system is dead, or is it because there is a third hand at play? She was supposed to be the one asking those questions, but it's believed kuti Opaga zorasa mangu makomrades ake mushure mekunge vanga vachimboita sevanoshanda vese for a very long time. She simply switched sides, without telling others. And General Chwenga varunzi vakabva vasara vega. So what it means is, General Chwenga, if he indeed snubbed Opa and the minister, it's a withdrawal of the recognition to those politicians. He's no longer recognizing them the same way he used to. So this is a very, very sacred area, the National Heroes Acre. And for someone not to greet hands with you, he's simply saying, you see, it might be a message like that. So, and he might be saying, politically, you are no longer acceptable to me. And Chakuone as a political ally, and no kuona as a traitor, and I can no longer trust you. So that is really important. And within ZANU-PF, it's a signal of which faction do you actually belong to. So he's actually saying, I'm not aligned to your faction. So you do not count me as one of you. We don't have consensus politically. So that might then show the Cold War, which is happening between the Mafidi dynasty and its allies, and then those who are aligned to General Chiwenga, especially the military cadres who are war veterans. So what happens when you see somebody reaffirming or reasserting his authority or his power? They tend to snub other people as a way of simply clearly sending a message to say, I no longer have anything to do with you, but I'm very, very strong. So it's something. So, you know, this is very important to understand this. ZANU-PF wars, ukazoona chakunzi chanyatsoputika, chabva kure chichirwirwa mukati, and at a certain point in time, remember, kune pavaimboramba kuti hamuna mafactions muZANU-PF, vozosvika pakutoti vakutukirira VP Chiwenga, even though they were not mentioning the name. Vozosvika pakuti anything to do with the vice president, they were no longer following, or they were no longer doing anything to do with the vice president. One observation, hakuna munangane scarf parufuru. Vese vemascarf, they were not there. Vatinosiona vaiva usually vakarowa mascarf, they were not wearing mascarf avo. The question is why. So I think VP Chiwenga is a man who feels that he has been sidelined for a very long time from key decision-making activities. And the same people who sidelined him, he's actually telling them or showing kuti ndiri kuzivai, ndiri kuonai, kuti zvinhu zvacho zviri kumbofamba sei. So it's a way of saying ndiri kuzviona but handizvitambiri zvamuri kuita, and I don't care, and you are not of value or relevant to me. That would be the message. So to the camp Yekwa Mafidi, this is clear resistance. This is a clear way of trying to consolidate power. General Avaskumira, kushanda. Look, listen to the message. Yakarova so. Chero uri msoja wega uri kunyatsoenda uchizviona kuti pakanzi commanders ari kuenda one after the other. So I am a commander. Am I going to live long, or I'm next kuenda pachikomo? And who can be trusted? If other commanders went there one after the other, despite being loyal, then what happens? Who is safe? All those questions are being asked. Those who helped this Second Republic to come into power, vakarwa chop chop. So it's something which is something very important. So this happened in broad daylight. Munhu wese achiona, party members vese achiona. Not only party members, the military and the security vachitoona, which means this disapproval. It's a message in part ZANU-PF chaimo kuti muri kuzviona izvi zvatiri kuita umwe wenyu izvi. Mese ndo zvatichakuitai mukaramba mifamba nezvigananda. Imagine kuti message yapera upiwa. Two critical issues were raised or were spoken about. Number one, the issue of corruption. Number two, the issue of drugs and substance abuse. Zvinizvo zvozvo hazvina kumira zvakanaka, pane mahunga anenge achifamba ipapapa, ma-accusations ari kufamba. And then this happens publicly. The party is seeing, the military are seeing, is seeing, the war veterans are seeing, the presidency, the presidium, they are noticing whatever which is happening. What it means is this is something you cannot take lightly, to say basa. So yes, I know people would try to downplay it and say all sorts of things, but politically vanhu vari kutozviziva kuti pakasendwa message hombe. So what General Chiwenga did in brief or in conclusion is he drew a line and he separated himself from the other camp, and he is not pretending at all. So this is a signal of fractures within the elite cycles in Zimbabwean politics. And then takazoona ziyambi hatizive kuti motive kana ndeyei, but ziyambi was kwati nemukuru, and kurova netai kufanana nemukuru nevakomana vemukuru. He was blending as if he was an assistant yemukuru kana kuti he was a part of the security aids dzemukuru. So if you are looking at this video, look at how Ziyambi is blending with the general, and then ask a question: what prompted Ziyambi to be doing this? Is it because these people are realizing something? Are they realizing kuti chinhu chachisi kumisika? Are they realizing kuti general pavakabata kana kuti pavakatsika pahombe? What it means is kune zvakawanda zviri kuitika kuseri zvisiri kuzikanwa nevanhuwo zvavo. But bottom line is, these are simply observations, your thoughts and your views. Personally, I feel kuti something is terribly wrong Kukembe Mafidi, and general is actually stemming up his authority. Let us meet in other episodes as well as other broadcasts. Thank you very much, everybody, for